In this video we'll be going over the image list control in C#. So this is a continuation of the C# video tutorials. So the image list control allows you to store a collection of images. I believe I've used one on this channel in the JavaFX series if you're interested in that. So basically it's a container, so a container holds things that holds multiple images. Images are organized in a list, so that's why it's called image list. And you can use an index to retrieve an image, so I assume then it's implemented as an array list. So guidelines to use an image list control in an application are: all the images stored in an image list control should be the same size. The images stored in an image list control can be no more than 256 by 256 pixels in size. All the images stored in an image list control should be in the same format. So for example, .bmp. So I'm just back on the screen here, sorry. So image lists. So this is just a few notes we'll be doing a lab coming up. So the max size of the images should be 256 by 256 pixels. So then all the images stored in the image list control should be in the same format. So .bmp, .jpg, or I guess .png. I'm not sure if it takes .png, but it probably does. So they all have to be the same type of file type. The image list supports the image property, with which you can add images to the image collection editor. So images loaded I assume you could also probably use a path. So images loaded to the editor are given an index 0, 1, 2. So to load, so this is just based on a picture box control, but basically, okay, let's just see what we have here. This is from the last video, sorry, so let me just delete that. So we could probably say, let's just see what we have here, image list. Anything coming up for that? Yeah, so there is an image list. We could call it image list, point it to new image list. We could have just went private image list and instantiated it in the constructor. Once again, a picture box here. We could have, for example, a private picture box. With most of these, it's I've used a design window, I think, but you can probably just add a path to it somehow. So private picture box points to new picture box. So in the constructor here, we could set the name property, so we can go image list dot name. Does it have a .name property? Nope. Okay. What does it have here? So it has images. Is there an image property as well? Oh, there's just images. Okay, so you can get an image collection. Okay, we can go with image list here. We already have image list. But yeah, you can just pretty much just use the methods. So some of the methods are, so the picture box control. Let's talk about this for a sec. So we have, for example, a picture box dot image points to, perhaps you could use like a path or something. But usually you can add it to the drag and drop. But I guess you could probably use a path for either image or image location. So you could use image location. You could probably use image location to get a path, and for image list. So we'll be doing a lab on this coming up. Don't worry, this is just an introduction to it. So we have, for example, image list dot image. What did we just have here? Sorry, my screen's lagging a bit. I'll just hit enter. Router's kind of glitching out. Hopefully it continues here. Okay, so what do we have? We had picture box. Did it say image path? Image location, okay. So basically, for example, if you had an image list, then you could say picture box dot image points to image list. For example, if our image list had images, so it has an image collection, which is kind of confusing. But pretty much you could say that you have an image in array index 2. So let's just say here, for example, we had image list dot images, no, dot image collection, okay. Whoops, sorry, no capital here, so image list dot image stream, okay, image stream, image list stream. Okay, so you could use a streamer to get it as well. So we'll be doing this in a lab to actually stream in some images, so don't worry about that. So there's also a count property as well. So for example, we could say that up here we could have a private int. So private int numbers. And then here, for example, we could say that numbers points to, what do you say, image list dot images dot count, so you can count the number of images that you have as well. So that's pretty much it for just the introduction to it. Pretty much you could also use the design window, I believe, so let's just see what's in the design window here. So you can add images to the image, sorry, I have to rebuild solutions and reload the designer, so I'm just going to click that button in the top right corner. So there's something called the image collection editor, and there's also an image property, so I'm not sure how to bring that up. We'll just look here. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so here, for example, we could have, so we have our Windows.Forms here. So we have probably, so this is a image list, so this probably won't be here. So have to click on Manage Components, I believe. Then we're going to click on, I don't know if you can see this because I have, if the Windows Recorder will catch it, but I'm going to look in .NET default, which should load. kind of glitching out here. Not sure why. So I'm just going to click on the first one, the first tab, all libraries. I'm going to click on systems.windows.forms. And I'm going to look for image list. And I'm going to select it and hit apply. It should have popped up to our toolbox now. Did it? System? No. Unless I didn't do that properly. Okay, so we have E, F, G, H, I. Okay, whoops, I didn't select it. Select it, hit, I think I hit cancel. Okay, apply. Now we should have it. L, M, where? No. I saw something pop up. Okay, it's at the bottom here, so we could just... So it's going to be on the bottom here. I guess it's just one of those, so it just goes to the bottom. So I believe you'll also need a... We'll have to get into the image collection editor. Okay, so view. Actually, maybe is it on this? Let me right click that thing. Here we go. Okay. So you just click on that image list task. Where did our form go? Image size. You could set the size. You could set the depth. You could choose images and start adding them. And there's other properties that we have here. So we have in images, we have a collection. You could add a collection. There's different things that you can do with it. So that's pretty much just the introduction to image lists. Mostly just getting used to it. So and we'll be doing a lab to do that coming up. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys liked the video, you can like and subscribe to support the channel for more programming and investing tutorials. In the next video, we'll be starting the labs for this whole set of notes. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Thanks.